When you think about German luxury cars, there's one rivalry that just towers over everything else. It's a clash of titans, really, forged over a century of incredible engineering, beautiful design, and just raw ambition. This isn't just about cars, it's about philosophy. It is Audi versus BMW. For years, decades, car fans have been fighting over this very question. Is BMW still the undisputed king of performance? Is it still the ultimate driving machine? Or has Audi, with its relentless march of technology, become the smarter, more advanced choice? Well, today we're going to settle it. So, how are we going to do that? We're going to break it down into 5 key rounds. First, we'll dive into their legacies in our clash of titans. Then, it's all about looks in design. After that, we'll get the heart pumping with performance. Check out the digital experience with technology, and then we're going to talk about the tough stuff in reliability and cost, all before we reach the final verdict. Okay, so where did this all even come from? To really get these brands today, you have to go all the way back to the beginning. Their identities, their very souls, were forged in the earliest days of the car, and they were set on 2 totally different paths right from the start. Look, we're talking about 2 absolute icons here, both with over 100 years of history. Audi, now a huge part of the Volkswagen Group, came first way back in 1909, and just 7 years later, in 1916, Bayerische Motorenwerke, which, we all just call BMW, jumped into the game. Fun fact, they actually started out building airplane engines. And this is really the key to everything. Right from the get-go, their entire philosophies were totally different, and you can see it perfectly in their famous slogans. BMW has always been about the ultimate driving machine. Everything they do is engineered for that pure, balanced, sporty feel behind the wheel. Audi, on the other hand, lives and breathes four-sprung door technique, progress through technology. Their whole game is innovation, modern design, and just pushing the envelope of what a car can be. This one difference, it explains everything else we're about to see. And you know what? That difference in thinking, you see it the second you look at the cars. So, for this next round, it's a visual showdown. We're talking about the aggressive, almost muscular look of a BMW versus the sleek, elegant, futuristic vibe of an Audi. You look at a BMW and it just looks, it looks ready to pounce, right? Even when it's just sitting there. They've got these powerful-looking rear sections, and the cabin is pushed back, giving it that classic sporty rear-wheel drive look. Audis, though, they project a different kind of power. Their design is so clean, almost like a piece of modern architecture. It's got these crisp, simple lines that just scream high-tech, sophisticated luxury. And it's all in the details, isn't it? For BMW, it's those sharp, aggressive lines, and of course, those huge kidney grills. Yeah, we got to talk about the grills. They're unmistakable. But for Audi, their identity is all about those clean surfaces and their total mastery of lighting. Those super intricate LED and laser headlights, they give Audis this incredibly sharp, futuristic look on the road, whether it's day or night. Okay, enough about looks. Let's get to the good stuff, the part everyone really cares about. How do they drive? This is where the debate gets red hot. It's a classic fight between pure, raw driving fun and just unshakable, high-tech control. Okay, so here's the fundamental choice you're making as a driver. BMW built its entire legend on handling. They're mostly rear-wheel drive, which makes the car feel like it's rotating right around you. It's a car that just begs you to find a twisty road. They're just a blast to drive. Audi's performance story, though, is all about its legendary Quattro all-wheel drive system. It's all about grip. Total stability. You can just hammer the throttle coming out of a corner in the pouring rain and feel completely planted. It's an incredibly fast and confidence-inspiring way to get around. And when you step up to their high-performance divisions, oh man, this whole philosophy gets turned up to 11. BMW's M cars, the M3s, the M5s, they are basically race cars for the street. They're raw, they're loud, and they are so rewarding to drive hard. Audi's RS models, like the RS5 or RS7, are more like all-weather rockets. They deliver absolutely mind-bending speed, but in a way that feels more controlled, almost easy. It's really the difference between a surgeon's scalpel and a rocket-powered sledgehammer. All right, let's step inside, because these days, the battle isn't just on the road, it's on the screens. We're talking about 2 very, very different ideas about what the technology inside your car should feel like. And again, you see there's 2 core identities just playing out perfectly inside the car. BMW's whole vibe is what I'd call sporty tech. All the technology, from the way the dashboard is angled towards you to the menus on the screen, it's all there to make the drive better, not to distract from it. Audi, though, they want to create a totally futuristic experience. When you sit in a new Audi, it honestly feels like you're stepping into the cockpit of a spaceship from 10 years in the future. You know, both brands have their star players here. For Audi, it's got to be the virtual cockpit. They basically invented the modern digital dash, and it's still just stunning to look at and use. BMW, on the other hand, has spent over 20 years perfecting its iDrive system, and today it's probably the most intuitive, easy-to-use system out there, and it's all housed in these beautiful, huge curved screens. It really just comes down to this. Do you want to feel like you're in a digital command center or a high-tech driver's car? Okay, deep breath. Now, we've got to talk about the part that nobody really wants to, but we have to. Owning one of these amazing machines is the dream, right? But what's the reality? Let's talk about the price you really pay for this level of German engineering. Let's just get this out of the way. We're talking about incredibly complex, high-performance German cars. Things can and do go wrong. Now, while the prices to buy them are often pretty close, they do have different reputations for long-term issues. BMWs, especially the older ones, were known for things like oil leaks or issues with their cooling systems as they got older. Audis, with all their advanced tech, can sometimes run into issues with their complex transmissions or some of the many, many electronic sensors in the car. So what's the big takeaway here? It's simple, really. Both of these brands are expensive to maintain. Full stop. If you're looking for cheap and easy running costs, this just isn't the place to look. The real financial gut punch can come after that factory warranty ends. Repairs for both are not cheap. And that's just, well, that's the price of prestige. So we've been through it all. The history, the design, the performance, the tech, and the cold, hard cash. It's time for the final verdict. But here's the thing. The answer isn't that one is just better than the other. No way. The real winner here is the one that's a perfect match for you. Let's boil it all down. Who is a BMW for? Well, it's for you if the most important thing a car can do is feel amazing to drive. If you value a sporty, connected feeling, if you want superior handling that lets you carve up a back road, and if you want that thrill of raw performance, then the ultimate driving machine is, without a doubt, your car. But what if you're the other type of driver? Well, then Audi is your brand if you're drawn to that clean, modern, almost architectural design. It's for you if you want the absolute latest and greatest technology in your cockpit. And it's for you if you prefer a driving experience that's smooth, stable, and gives you incredible confidence, no matter the weather. So you see, at the end of the day, there's no right answer here. There's no one winner in this epic battle. There are just two different ways of thinking, two different philosophies for two different kinds of drivers. So the only question that's left, the only one that really matters is, which side are you on?